Have you ever wondered how that delicious chocolate bar you love is made? From the tropical cacao farms to meticulous fermentation, roasting and refining processes, each step in chocolate production is a journey of craftsmanship and flavor perfection. Join us as we unravel the fascinating process behind creating your favorite chocolate treats. Harvesting the cocoa beans. The journey of chocolate begins in the tropical regions where cacao trees flourish, typically within 20 degrees north and south of the equator. These trees produce colorful oval-shaped pods ranging from vibrant yellow to deep red, within which cocoa beans are nestled. Harvesting involves carefully cutting these pods to extract the beans, a process often done by hand to avoid damaging both the trees and the delicate beans inside. This initial stage is crucial as it sets the foundation for the flavors and quality of the chocolate. Once harvested, the beans are removed from the pods and placed in piles or boxes covered with banana leaves to begin the fermentation process. Fermentation is a pivotal step in chocolate production, akin to the aging process in winemaking. Once harvested, the cocoa beans are gathered and placed in piles or bins to ferment. This stage typically lasts between 5 to 8 days, during which naturally occurring yeasts and bacteria initiate a series of biochemical reactions within the beans. These reactions are essential as they break down the sugars in the beans, reduce bitterness, and develop the precursors to chocolate flavor. Throughout fermentation, the beans are turned regularly to ensure uniformity in the process. This careful management of fermentation is crucial as it significantly impacts the final flavor profile of the chocolate. After fermentation, the beans undergo further processing steps, such as drying to prepare them for transport and subsequent chocolate making processes. Drying and shipping. Following fermentation, cocoa beans undergo a crucial drying process to reduce their moisture content. Drying typically takes place on trays or mats under the sun or in specialized drying facilities. Proper drying is essential as it stabilizes the beans and prevents mold growth during storage and transportation. Once dried, the beans are sorted to remove any defective or foreign materials and are then weighed and packed for shipping to chocolate manufacturing facilities around the world. This stage is critical in maintaining the quality and integrity of the beans, ensuring they arrive at their destination in optimal condition for further processing. The logistics of shipping cocoa beans involve careful handling to prevent damage and maintain the quality that was developed during harvesting and fermentation. Effective drying and shipping practices are fundamental to the overall chocolate making process, laying the groundwork for the flavors and textures that chocolate enthusiasts enjoy. Breaking and winnowing, and upon arrival at the chocolate factory, the cocoa beans undergo meticulous preparation to ready them for the next stages of processing. The first step is cleaning, where the beans are thoroughly inspected and any debris or foreign matter is removed. Next, the beans are cracked open in a process known as breaking, revealing the precious cocoa nibs inside. These nibs contain both cocoa solids and cocoa butter, the essential ingredients for chocolate production. The subsequent stage, winnowing, involves separating the cocoa nibs from the husks. This is achieved through the use of machines that apply air pressure to blow away the lighter husk particles, leaving behind the heavier cocoa nibs. The precision and efficiency of the breaking and winnowing processes are critical in ensuring the purity and quality of the cocoa nibs used in chocolate production. Once separated, the cocoa nibs proceed to roasting, a step that further enhances their flavor and prepares them for the subsequent stages of chocolate making. Roasting is a pivotal step in the chocolate making process that transforms raw cocoa nibs into flavorful components ready for further processing. This process involves carefully heating the cocoa nibs at controlled temperatures, typically between 250 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 120 to 180 degrees Celsius. The primary goals of roasting are to develop the characteristic chocolate aroma, deepen the flavor profile, and sterilize the beans by eliminating any remaining bacteria or microorganisms. During roasting, the cocoa nibs undergo physical and chemical changes. Initially, moisture evaporates from the nibs, leading to a reduction in their overall weight and preparing them for subsequent grinding and refining stages. As the temperature rises, Maillard reactions occur, which are responsible for creating the complex flavors and aromas characteristic of chocolate. Additionally, roasting causes the cocoa nibs to darken in color, signaling the development of desirable chocolate notes. The duration and temperature of roasting vary depending on the desired flavor profile and type of chocolate being produced. Darker chocolates typically undergo longer and hotter roasting compared to lighter varieties. Proper monitoring and control of roasting parameters are essential to achieve consistency in flavor and quality across batches of chocolate. Once roasted to perfection, the cocoa nibs are cooled before being ground into a fine paste to begin the next phase of chocolate production: grinding and pulverizing. After roasting, the cocoa nibs undergo grinding and pulverizing, a crucial process that transforms them into a smooth, liquid state known as cocoa mass or chocolate liquor. This stage is essential for releasing the cocoa solids and cocoa butter trapped within the nibs. The first step in grinding involves passing the roasted cocoa nibs through grinding mills where they are crushed into a thick, viscous paste. This cocoa mass contains both cocoa solids, the non-fat part of cocoa beans that contribute to chocolate's flavor, and cocoa butter, the natural fat present in cocoa beans. Following grinding, the cocoa mass undergoes further processing to separate the cocoa solids from the cocoa butter. This is typically achieved through a hydraulic press, which exerts pressure on the cocoa mass to extract the cocoa butter. The remaining solid material is known as cocoa cake, which can be pulverized into cocoa powder. Cocoa butter extracted during this process is a valuable ingredient in chocolate making, used to adjust the texture and mouthfeel of the final product. The cocoa solids and cocoa butter are carefully proportioned and mixed in precise ratios to achieve the desired consistency and flavor characteristics of the chocolate. The grinding and pulverizing stage is critical in refining the raw ingredients into a base chocolate product that forms the foundation for the subsequent steps of mixing, refining, conching, tempering, and molding. Each phase requires careful attention to detail and adherence to quality standards to ensure the production of high-quality chocolate products that meet consumer expectations. Mixing and refining. With the cocoa mass, cocoa butter, and other ingredients such as sugar and milk powder prepared, the chocolate making process enters the mixing and refining stage. This phase is crucial for achieving a smooth and homogeneous chocolate paste that will later be molded into bars or other forms. The first step in mixing involves combining the cocoa mass, cocoa butter, and sugar in precise proportions. Depending on the type of chocolate being produced, whether dark, milk, or white, additional ingredients like milk powder or vanilla may also be added at this stage to enhance flavor and texture. Once the ingredients are thoroughly mixed, the chocolate undergoes refining. This process involves passing the chocolate paste through specialized refining machines that grind and smooth the mixture to reduce particle size and ensure an even distribution of ingredients. Refining also helps to develop the smooth texture and mouthfeel characteristic of well-made chocolate. Throughout mixing and refining, chocolate makers carefully monitor factors such as temperature and consistency to maintain quality and consistency. The refined chocolate paste undergoes rigorous testing to ensure it meets flavor and texture standards before progressing to the next stage of production. Mixing and refining are critical steps that require expertise and precision to create chocolate products that delight consumers with their rich taste and velvety texture. By carefully controlling the blending and refining processes, chocolate manufacturers can achieve the desired characteristics that define their brand's signature chocolate products. Conching. Conching is a sophisticated and crucial process in chocolate production that refines and enhances the flavor, texture, and overall quality of chocolate. Named after the conch, a specialized machine used for this purpose, conching involves a combination of stirring, heating, and aerating the chocolate mixture over a prolonged period. The primary objectives of conching are to further smooth out the chocolate, develop its flavor profile, and improve its texture. During conching, the chocolate mixture is continuously agitated and exposed to controlled heat, which helps to evaporate volatile acids and moisture, further melding and intensifying the flavors. The duration of conching can vary widely, ranging from several hours to several days, depending on the desired characteristics of the final chocolate product. Longer conching times generally result in smoother, more refined chocolates with enhanced flavor profiles and a silky texture. Conching also plays a crucial role in removing any lingering bitterness and acidity from the chocolate, resulting in a more balanced and enjoyable taste experience. Additionally, the process helps to distribute cocoa butter evenly throughout the chocolate mass, contributing to its smoothness and melt-in-the-mouth texture. Overall, conching represents a blend of artistry and science in chocolate making, where precise control of time, temperature, and movement transforms ordinary chocolate into a sublime confection appreciated by chocolate lovers worldwide. Tempering. Tempering is a critical process in chocolate production that ensures the finished chocolate has a glossy appearance, a smooth texture, and a satisfying snap when broken. This process involves carefully manipulating the temperature of the chocolate as it is heated, cooled, and then reheated to specific temperatures. The goal of tempering is to encourage the cocoa butter in the chocolate to crystallize in a stable form. Properly tempered chocolate will have a fine crystal structure which prevents it from becoming dull or developing a grainy texture over time. This stability also allows the chocolate to contract slightly when cooled, making it easier to release from molds and giving it a clean break when snapped. Molding. After the chocolate has been properly tempered, it is ready for molding into its final shape, whether bars, discs, or intricate designs. The tempered chocolate is poured into molds that are often made of polycarbonate or silicone, designed to create uniformity in size and shape. The filled molds are then cooled to allow the chocolate to set and harden. This step is essential for achieving the desired texture and appearance of the finished chocolate products. Once completely solidified, the chocolates are carefully unmolded, inspected for quality, and prepared for packaging. Molding is the final step in the chocolate making process before packaging and distribution to consumers. It requires attention to detail and expertise to create chocolates that not only look appealing but also deliver a satisfying sensory experience when tasted. In conclusion, the journey of crafting chocolate from bean to bar is a testament to precision and passion. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the world of food production. Subscribe to discover more about your favorite treats.